Welcome to a mesmerizing journey where the serene elegance of the Japanese rock garden meets the ornate charm of Chinoiserie Chic, an indoor sanctuary designed to inspire peace and artistic delight. This video explores a truly unique fusion that transforms traditional garden elements into an indoor masterpiece. Combining minimalism and symbolic rock placements with decorative patterns, rich textures, and whimsical Eastern motifs, this design caters to those who appreciate balance, beauty, and depth. Let's step into a tranquil world where Zen philosophy meets sophisticated chinoiserie flair, redefining indoor garden design. Japanese rock gardens, or karesansui, emphasize minimalism and spiritual reflection. Traditionally composed of raked gravel, symbolic rocks, and sparse plantings, these gardens represent mountains, rivers, and islands. Designed for contemplation rather than physical interaction, they create a serene mental landscape. In our indoor version, this philosophy is retained at the core, grounding the space with calm energy. The placement of each rock, the lines in the gravel, and the choice of lighting serve a deeper meditative purpose, designed not just to beautify the interior, but to enrich the soul. Chinoiserie Chic, known for its European interpretation of East Asian artistry, brings a flair of opulence and fantasy into the serene world of Zen. Painted porcelain, elegant bird motifs, golden fretwork, and lacquered finishes introduce a layer of visual complexity. In our design, we've seamlessly integrated these luxurious elements into the restrained canvas of a rock garden. Think of blue and white porcelain planters nestled beside weathered stones or silk chinoiserie wall panels forming a backdrop to a minimal raked gravel bed. This fusion creates an immersive environment, both restful and rich. The garden is framed by soft, neutral-toned walls with arched alcoves and bamboo paneling that echo traditional Japanese architecture. Yet, The ceiling moldings and wall trimmings borrow heavily from French interpretations of Chinese style, elegantly curved and painted in gold leaf. Natural light filters through rice paper shoji screens on one side and is reflected by a grand chinoiserie-style mirror on the other. This setting provides a hybrid architectural stage where every design component supports the visual marriage between minimalist Zen and ornate chinoiserie. Underfoot, natural stone tiles in muted grays and off-whites mimic gravel surfaces, while providing practical indoor durability. Along the central garden bed, river pebbles and raked gravel flow across a shallow tray inset into the flooring. Surrounding this, rich hardwood panels with a lacquered finish line the walkway, bordered by inlaid brass trim. A nod to chinoiserie's love of detail. The flooring becomes more than a foundation. It's a visual cue that gently transitions between cultures and invites mindful movement. Each rock in the garden is chosen not for its beauty but for the story it tells. Tall vertical stones represent mountain peaks, while flatter stones emulate water's calm surface. These natural sculptures are framed by low hedges of moss and sand patterns meticulously raked into waves. A few rocks are positioned in front of chinoiserie screen panels, allowing nature's raw geometry to contrast against painted depictions of pagodas, cranes, and willows. This juxtaposition underscores the dual character of the garden, tranquil yet visually layered. A central gravel bed forms the garden's meditative core, regularly maintained to preserve clean, deliberate lines. Designed in circular and linear motifs, the raked gravel mirrors both Zen patterns and swirling chinoiserie clouds. This living canvas changes seasonally, Fresh patterns are raked to reflect new moon phases, festivals, or emotional tones. In this hybrid garden, the gravel isn't static. It interacts with the chinoiserie backdrops and the soft lighting to create a new ambience every few weeks. While Japanese rock gardens often avoid lush greenery, our design selectively introduces symbolic plants that bridge both cultures. Miniature black bamboo, representing resilience, stands elegantly beside sculpted bonsai pines. Alongside these, vibrant peonies, often celebrated in Chinese art, add bursts of color in porcelain planters. These peonies don't overwhelm the space. Rather, they appear strategically, offering contrast and complexity. The result is a visual dialogue between restraint and celebration, minimalism and ornamentation. Containers in this garden are not merely functional, they are focal points of design. Blue and white porcelain pots with intricate hand-painted designs serve as elegant homes for bonsai, peonies, and jade plants. These ornate vessels enhance the visual storytelling, juxtaposing clean gravel surfaces with painterly motifs. Some even feature golden clawed feet or dragon handles, heightening the sense of drama. The planters, more than accessories, act as narrative anchors connecting the tactile garden to the fantasy world of chinoiserie art. On the vertical plane, chinoiserie wall panels command attention. Painted silk wallpapers depict idyllic Eastern scenes, mountains, waterbirds, pagodas, all in muted tones that don't compete with the garden below. Freestanding wooden lattice screens inspired by Japanese koshi are placed strategically to break space and cast interesting shadows. Gold-accented Chinese folding screens stand like silent sentinels, their embroidered fabric offering a tactile contrast to the garden's hard stones. These wall features frame the garden like an unfolding scroll painting. Seating in the garden invites quiet contemplation. A pair of low, black lacquered wooden benches sit beside the main gravel tray. Cushions made from embroidered silk offer chinoiserie motifs like cherry blossoms and cranes. A single side table features carved dragon legs and a smooth slate surface. The furniture design honors the Japanese principle of low, ground-connected seating, while chinoiserie's love of luxury brings in visual opulence. This thoughtful mix encourages guests to sit still, sip tea, and absorb the serenity. Lighting is integral to setting the mood. Overhead, rice paper lanterns diffuse warm light, casting gentle shadows across the gravel patterns. Along the walls, sconces with dragon motifs and antique brass add ambient glow. Spotlights are recessed in the floor to highlight key rock formations or porcelain vessels. Daylight through shoji screens shifts the room's tone throughout the day, enhancing the ephemeral feeling. The combined lighting effect supports mindfulness and slows the pace of thought. Every element within this garden has layered meaning. Stones symbolize permanence, raked lines embody fluidity, and the placement of plant clusters follows feng shui principles. Chinoiserie art inserts allegories of longevity, prosperity, and transformation. For example, a crane painted behind a bonsai signifies both stillness and grace. The fusion of these philosophies within one room offers a rich, symbolic experience that speaks to the subconscious, nurturing mental peace and introspection. This garden is dynamic, not static. Seasonal changes are reflected through different rock arrangements, flower substitutions, and screen rotations. In spring, cherry blossom branches are introduced in a tall chinoiserie vase. In autumn, golden maple leaves rest gently on the gravel. Lantern light gets warmer in winter and cooler in summer. These subtle adjustments make the garden feel alive, echoing the rhythm of nature even within a climate-controlled indoor space. Though visually centered, the garden also engages the ears. A hidden bamboo water feature offers soft trickling sounds, reminiscent of a Japanese shurshuro-doshi. Background ambient music, flute, koto, or soft Chinese zither can be played at low volume to enhance the meditative experience. Wind chimes and a chinoiserie crane motif hang in a corner, responding gently to indoor airflow. These acoustic elements wrap the visitor in a holistic sensory environment. Scents also play a subtle but essential role. Incense in blends of sandalwood, lotus, or plum blossom is diffused discreetly, complementing the garden's visual tone. A nearby chinoiserie cabinet holds aromatic sachets in silk pouches, releasing subtle jasmine or peony fragrances. These olfactory layers help reinforce the psychological serenity intended by the visual design, allowing visitors to fully immerse themselves in the indoor retreat. Selective placement of small sculptures adds narrative intrigue. A jade Buddha rests serenely near a rock that resembles a mountain. A pair of porcelain food dogs guard the garden entrance. Miniature cranes in bronze appear to stroll among the gravel lines. These artifacts bridge Japanese Zen silence with Chinoiserie's story-rich style, offering depth and cultural homage without overwhelming the design. They become quiet companions in the space. Adjacent to the main rock garden is a small tea preparation nook, visually connected but slightly recessed. A lacquered red cabinet with golden Chinese motif stores matcha tools alongside jasmine tea canisters. The tea table itself features a natural wood slab and a basin carved from volcanic rock. Guests can prepare and sip tea in ritual silence, reinforcing the space's meditative function and offering another layer of cultural interplay. This garden is as practical as it is poetic. Gravel is easy to rake and clean, while the rock placements remain fixed unless intentionally rearranged. The plants chosen require minimal watering and lighting, making them ideal for indoor conditions. Porcelain planters come with hidden drainage trays. Regular incense use helps control humidity-sensitive aromas. With some weekly upkeep and seasonal updates, the space retains its vitality and elegance. As day turns to night, the mood changes. Hidden LED strips beneath benches and behind screens emit a soft glow, creating silhouettes that dance with movement. Tea lights flicker near the base of ornamental rocks. Overhead lanterns dim to mimic moonlight. The evening version of the garden feels more intimate, almost sacred. It becomes a space not just for viewing, but for being, an elegant retreat for quiet nights and thoughtful solitude. Texture is key in this garden fusion. Gravel contrasts with smooth ceramic. Delicate silk wall panels offset the roughness of natural stones. Carved wood, lacquered furniture, and soft moss all add layers of visual and tactile richness. These juxtapositions not only please the eye but evoke a tactile sense of harmony, making the space not just seen, but felt, down to every grain of sand and embroidered thread. This indoor garden isn't just an aesthetic arrangement, it tells a story. The journey from the garden's entry to its tea nook mimics a pilgrimage, guided by visual cues, symbolic rocks, and shifting focal points. Painted birds appear to fly across panels as one walks, while shadows cast by screen lattices change with the sun's position. It becomes a narrative landscape, inviting visitors to find their own meaning within its quiet beauty. Perhaps the greatest design achievement in this fusion is balance. Where Japanese rock gardens emphasize restraint, Chinoiserie revels in detail. Here neither dominates. Every element respects the other, creating a balanced tension. A porcelain dragon vase is softened by a quiet gravel swirl. A flashy crane motif is grounded by a simple stone cluster. This harmony allows both aesthetics to thrive, forming a design that is calming, intriguing, and transcendent. This fusion garden is ideal for meditation rooms, boutique hotel lobbies, or creative studio spaces. For homeowners, it offers a one-of-a-kind indoor escape. Personal touches like family heirlooms in chinoiserie style or spiritual statues can be incorporated without disrupting harmony. The flexibility of the design allows for personalization while staying true to its core themes of serenity and elegance. The Japanese rock garden with Chinoiserie Chic Fusion is more than an indoor garden. It's a sanctuary that transcends time and culture. It reflects a deep respect for tradition, art, and mindfulness. By harmonizing the structured simplicity of Zen with the ornate elegance of chinoiserie, this design creates a space that is visually captivating and spiritually nourishing. Whether for quiet meditation or daily enjoyment, this fusion garden invites us to pause, reflect, and connect with beauty on a deeper level.